interrupt the meals of the people downstairs, shall we? All right, well, I'm going to be back in a few minutes, but I think most of you know that I have some special guests on the show. One is a local comic who's going to warm you guys up, but before that, I want to get to the other special guest who is running for Senate right here in Colorado. And unlike most of your senatorial candidates, he's been arrested many times for standing up for what is right. And I don't know, I don't think there's many, but maybe there's a couple of you who are like, fuck this, I came to laugh. But the thing is, you're not going to hear about Senate candidates like this on your mainstream media. They're fucking not going to talk about it. So that means he has to come to places like this and talk here. All right, so good? All right, please give a warm welcome to Menconi.
What up, Colorado? All right. I'm more than just a little stoked to be here because Michael Bennett, I invited him to come up here and do a rap-off with me, and he said he wasn't going to battle me. So let me figure out who's in the crowd, all right? We got anyone, and you don't have to answer this. If you don't answer, just get the fuck out of here, all right? Do we have anyone here voting for Donald Trump? Do we have anyone here voting for Hillary Clinton? Do we have anyone here voting for a guy named Johnson? We have anyone here voting for Dr. Jill Stein? Do we have anyone here who's a Bernie crap? Do we have any Green Party people here? Is my mother here? No. All right. So, we are 33 days left. 33, oh, I forgot. Do we have any trolls here? Do we have anyone here with Bennett's campaign that wants to figure out what I gotta say? And I know we don't have any Colorado media here because I've been trying to get them to cover my shit for like a year. So thank you for coming out here because I'm going to break it down for you if you haven't heard some of this. Has anyone not heard me talk about the global corporate mafia? All right. So you guys came to see who I think is a genius. A man who is breaking it down like nobody is. Teaching us where we should be and what we should be fighting for. My job is a year ago today, our country bombed a Doctors Without Border hospital, and our fucking country changed the story 3 times over the weekend. Yes. I'm up here because I fell for the hopey changey stuff. I shook Barack Obama's hand. I campaigned for Michael Bennett. And what do we get?
Nothing.
Endless wars, global warming, inequality gap, and racial injustice. The first day I met Lee was the day I got arrested with Code Pink at a Senate hearing with John Kerry. Right? If I have snowboarded all 36 mountains in this state, I taught snowboarding for 8 years, just so you know. I mean, like, I'm not that old, all right? I used to be able to rock it, all right? Nothing compares to being a citizen and standing up for truth and justice and laying down when nobody else is laying down. For being out there last week, for calling about Jeffrey Sterling, for talking to Holly Sterling. And that's what we're here for. This is not an election. I don't want your vote. I want your conviction. Yes. You didn't buy into some hopey, changey revolution, political revolution thing. Enough is enough. Let's move the goalposts back, did you?
No.
You did it because you believe that our country is a global corporate mafia, or as Chris Hedges says, it's a corporate totalitarian state. Now, when I was with Ellsberg, Daniel Ellsberg, the first whistleblower, he said, what is it that you're trying to figure out? I said, well, you were the first one. You released 9,000 documents of the Pentagon Papers. You told everybody the war was a lie. I want to figure out about where they're lying now and how they're doing the bolder, brighter, and new tide version of lying. Because we're being lied to death. 15 years of war, trillions of dollars, millions of lives. And did you see that shit that came out on Hillary Clinton today? WikiLeaks released a bunch of documents. Intercept released a bunch of documents. This isn't anything new. But what's happening right now is the progressive movement isn't working hard enough. Because I'm out there all over the state. I was in New York. I've been in Houston. I've been in Philadelphia. I'm telling you, folks, there is no November 9th Monday morning quarterback armchairing. There is no, oh, we did a pretty good job and we should start a movement and we should start another kind of thing. Shucks. No, I'm fucking serious. We're being lied to. You all know that. So you know that, so what are we going to do about it? Are you going to write letters to that, or are you going to do a laydown? Are you going to make phone calls? 600,000 votes in the state of Colorado, and we get to make history.
Yeah!
You know? We make history. Jill gets elected. I get elected. Amendment 69, universal health care gets elected. Minimum wage gets a start at $12 an hour.
Yes.
And don't get me started about raise the fucking bar. No, I'm serious. You got to understand, when you're in an election like I've been in an election and you start seeing the lies, you can't get pissed off and talk to a crowd of people in Denver at the Mercury Cafe who understand exactly what you're talking about. Frackenlooper gets up there and he gets money from the right and from the left. We got 60,000 fracking wells in the state of Colorado, and we got to hear about how clean energy, by the way, that's called methane gas.
Yeah.
That's not clean. Methane gas is going to get a bridge to where? Raising sea levels. And you know, we're Americans, so we're looking at it from our navel. So we're looking at it like, oh my God, I may not be able to go golf down in southern Florida. Oh my God, oh shit, I wouldn't be able to go to the Whitney Museum in New York. Fuck. No, it works like this. Africa is underwater. South America is underwater. Poor people that we have screwed over as an empire in decline for the last 50 years because this country is not rigged, it's fixed, and it's working perfectly for the oligarchy. And Michael Bennett is the man that I jumped into a race on because wonderful guy, but he's lying. And they don't tell you lies straight up. They tell you things like, I'm working across aisles. I'm trying to bring bipartisanship back. You know, I'm Italian and we have a saying, don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining. Right? So that's what's happening, and I'm telling you, I have a 10 and an 11-year-old, and I hope they don't watch this video until they're 16 years old. Right? But as far as they're concerned, you know, I'm waiting tables right now or something. You know, if you're driving, don't drink, and if you're drinking, don't drive. So I have a 10 and 11-year-old. What are we telling them? Global warming, and I forgot the third one. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to allow Michael Bennett to get in office? You get me in office and I'll fuck Cory Gardner's shit up. I will so fuck his shit up. I can't tell you how much. That motherfucker's running for vice president with Rubio in 4 years. Trust me. All right? And I am not going in, and don't ever ask me, what kind of legislation are you going to pass? Fuck that shit. You know what I'm going to do? I'm serious. I want you to know what is thinking in my head. What's going to happen is I'm going to get Code Pink, I'm going to get Sherry, I'm going to get activists, and we're going to be in Washington, and we're going to have CPAs, and we're going to have lawyers, and I can't wait to go all in on that defense budget. I can't wait. You know, I can't wait to, wait, $620 billion, 52% discretionary budget goes to military. Yeah, right. Let's try the $1 trillion, because you like to hide it over here, and you like to hide it over here, and over there. So, Lee said, don't depress them. I didn't quite look, I've met a lot of people. Lee is an intimidating motherfucker. I mean, he's like George Carlin, and I'm like Richard Pryor. You know? We were doing a bunch of Molly in the back. Because Hillary Clinton is trying to get out to the millennials, so she came out with her own line of Molly. Fucking shit was all borax, you know? Got like a burning nose, I don't know. So, anyhow, yeah, that wasn't something I thought I'd say. So, anyhow. Hi, Michael Bennett. I'm just a snow farmer from western Colorado. I don't want you to come up there and have this global warming shit where all those California people and Florida people move to Colorado and jack up our real estate, smoke all of our sticky icky, and then you know what you need in order to grow that? Water. Where are you gonna take it? From western Colorado. Can't have any of that. I had to hang around with Westerners for 8 years as a county commissioner, so that's as good as I could do. Last thing. Our country, oh, thank you. I told him if I'm rolling, don't, so,
And he's rolling.
So if you could come out Sunday night at the Skylark, I'm going to be doing the sleigh-by-sleigh of the Hillary Trump fiasco. And also on October 25th, we have a very special guest here in the front row, Ms. Tobin, who's been fighting hard for all of our forums with Lily and I, making sure we're getting them out there to people because there are choices, Libertarian and Green Party. Thank you very much for doing that for us. And she's hosting a major event in Colorado at the CU Boulder on October 25th. United We Stand, and I expect everybody to be there because Robot's going to be there. We're going to be a big show, and I'm getting the signal to probably wrap it up because I was supposed to get a flash, and I haven't seen the flash, so I must be. This shit is so maybe it's real. So anyhow, Yemen. Our country, our president, has sold $1 trillion worth of weapons. This is a weapons-based economy. 28 million people in Yemen. 28 people in Yemen, and half of them are famine. Half of them are displaced. And that's because we're doing it through an empire. We are the biggest exporter of terrorism in the world, the United States. Thank you very much. Peace. Let's do it in Colorado. Let's do this.